What made you make this video?
In the Philippines, trying to kickstart an entire new way of collecting renewable energy. And we're up here in Bantayan Island, and our internet is out and bad power. And we went over to a friend's bar and hotel to use his internet. And while we were there, I met a fellow American living there, and we had a conversation, and that led to COVID. And our opinions and views about COVID were so different that it had led into a very long and ultimately very painful conversation and debate. And at one point, he actually said that I'm willing to have people die if we can keep the economy going and have jobs.
So what's your opinion about that? So would you let people die?
I would not. It's not in my character. There is a reason for it. There are reasons for it. It would be possible, I would not do it, that the government could decide that because of the danger, expense, and damage to society in trying to stop COVID, and because it is a natural effect like a forest fire, that the best answer might be to just let it burn. Let people catch COVID, go through it, achieve herd immunity, and let people die. I find that to be an apocalyptic philosophy. I personally am not willing, I am personally willing to expend effort, money, time, and suffering on all of our parts to keep people from dying. And I think this goes back to the constitutional question. Does the majority have the right to tell the minority, the 10 or 20% who will die of COVID, that we will not try to save them? And in a pure democracy, in a pure non-constitutional democracy, they have that right. The majority rules, and 80% of the people rule that the 10% of the people at most risk of dying will not be defended. In a pure democracy, that's allowed. But America and most of the world are not pure democracies. We try to defend those minorities, those people who are at risk of dying. And we don't want the apocalypse. We're willing to suffer pain. I have lost jobs, I have lost money. My project is 8 months behind because of COVID lockdowns. And I see it as protecting weak people who need to be protected from a majority who would rather get a paycheck than protect, the people who are dying. Now there is an argument that in doing that, other people are starving and dying because of this, but I still believe I believe that's a smaller number. And this was so virulent. This philosophy was so painful that my partner at the bar put her head on the table, broke down in tears, and is now suffering physical pain because of listening to this philosophy and some other biased things as well. But really, this belief that we would rather let people die so we can keep the economy and our jobs going.